Good afternoon, class. Today, I will be teaching you how to properly serve a tennis ball with the help of my colleague Wyatt. He'll be actually doing the demonstration, and by the end of this video, you all should probably know how to serve a tennis ball. Before you actually start learning how to serve, it's important to know where to position yourself in the court. If you're playing a singles game, it's important to position yourself near the middle of the court. If you're playing a doubles game, you want to stand inside of the alley, around there. Grip is very important in your tennis serve. When you hold the racket, you want to act like you're shaking the racket's hand. Now, once you get to this position, you want to turn it a 45-degree angle so that your front knuckle is going up and down the spine of the racket. That's your proper grip for... Just to show you what I'm talking about, here's a comparison of an actual handshake, and here's the tennis grip. Same thing. This is just displaying the first knuckle and the spine, how it aligns. The objective is to hit the ball into the opposite service box. Example, the service box is marked by the other tennis ball over there. So when you're serving on the right side, the key is to hit it on the other right service box. Next step to serving will be the toss. When tossing the ball up in the air, you don't want to toss it up too high. You don't want to toss it up too low. Where you want to toss it is right at the highest point of your racket. So that's where you're aiming when you toss the ball up. So right there is a good height. Now, when you toss the ball up, let's say you don't like your toss. You can always let it just fall to the ground. You won't be tossing a point, and you can just proceed to your next serve. Once you establish a good toss, the next part would be to hit the ball. We're going to go through without hitting it, just to show you the motion. So Wyatt here is pretending to toss it. Notice how his front foot does not cross the white line when he serves. That would be a foot fault. That means that the serve is no good, even if physically it looks like a good serve. So he's going to put the ball up in there. Look at his racket. Notice how it follows through all the way behind his back. That would be a good follow through. Also, look at his back foot. Notice how it comes off the ground actually, so give him more power like that. We showed you all the individual steps that take place in serving the tennis ball. We're going to actually show you a live demonstration of the motion being done. Right now you can assume he's playing a singles game based on where he's standing on the court. Alright. We're going to go ahead and show you a couple more serves. There's going to be a mistake with each serve, and I just want to see if you can identify what that error was in the moment. So he's going to go ahead and serve. If you saw, his foot actually did cross the line, which would be a foot fault. That serve would be no good. Here's example 2. So I'm going to go ahead and serve. Alright, if you noticed, there is no follow through with that serve. We actually just kind of hung there, and the result is an ugly serve. Example 3. Alright, well, you can tell by the fact that his racket hit the ground, his toss was too low to start with. It should be a little bit higher than that, near the top of his racket with his arm extended in the air. Example 4. If you can tell there is 0 foot movement with that serve. The result was pretty weak. It actually didn't even make it over the net. Example 5. Final example. Alright, that serve may have, looked not too bad, but if you come over here, we can show you what the real issue was his grip. If you notice, knuckles is completely unaligned, just not what we talked about. Now show the real grip right there. That's how it should look. That concludes today's lesson on how to properly serve a tennis ball. Today, me and my partner Wyatt demonstrated the overhand and underhand serve with all the do's and don'ts. We showed you foot placement, hand placement, proper tosses, follow through with your feet and your arms. So feel free to rewatch the video whenever you want, and I hope you have fun playing tennis this summer with your friends.